Okay, I hear me. I hear me. I'm online. I hear me. Yeah. All right. How about now? Kwana, can you hear me now? Can anybody hear me? At least can you hear me now? Anybody hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, I hear me. Ah, how you doing, baby girl? Good to hear your voice. Your Sugarcoat Entertainment is in the building. We also have Miss Gomez is in the building. What's going on, ladies? It's good to hear your voice. Good to see your face. We're having a good time today. Oh yeah, oh yeah. All right, now we're working with. We're cooking with Miss Tuckerlord now. I want to turn my headphones down. That's what I'm trying to do. All right, now we're working with Miss Tuckerlord now. Hey, Sugarcoat. What? Yes, can't sugarcoat entertainment. You sure can't. You got to give the real deal on that entertainment situation. We're talking about some things today, guys. I want to talk about that I think are highly important. About some of the things that we've been doing in social media to make us or to make ourselves feel like we're doing the right thing, but in actuality, we're not. In actuality, we say we want to stay true to the game. Everybody say, I want to keep it real. I want to keep it 100. So that what they want to do is basically, okay, hold on, guys, stay with me here. Okay, we'll try to bring this thing down, bring it down a little bit. Okay, how about now? Can you hear me now, guys? All right. Talk about some of the situations in social media that have gotten us to the point where they got you going crazy. If you guys can hear me, say you hear me if you know what I'm talking about here. I'm just things that got me going crazy on this deal, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. The daggone sound keeps coming in and out for this machine that I'm using. 8 rules of social media marketing that we can use to keep us on point and where we can still stay true to the game and not okay, let me get out of here. Get out of here and come back in here. All right, there it is. There it is. All right, let me check my likes. All right, let's see this. Hey, Corey Knight, what's up going? What's going on, Corey Knight? Drop your website, Corey Knight. If you got a link, if you got a Facebook page, anybody got what they got? Let me hear. Kawana Nicole Pittman, if you're still on, then go ahead and drop your website, drop your Facebook page, tell me what's going on in your business. I really, really want to know. I really want to know. Corey Knight likes the video. I appreciate that, Corey. Appreciate you, my brother. But what I need to do is get this thing working with you guys joining me on Patreon. Please, guys, I need you to go to Patreon. It costs like $5. $5 a month. You spend that $1 a week. If you can spend $1 a week on me, that'd be great. That's all I'm looking for. Somebody spend. If you want to spend $1 a week on me, hit a like, hit a love. Let me know. And if you want to go ahead and join me on social media, join me on YouTube, join me on Facebook, join me on Instagram, join me on Twitter. It's available to do. But I really need you to join me on Patreon and be a part of this community and be a part of what's going on here, guys. Here we go. Let's talk about how we can still crush it, how we can still make ourselves give names for ourselves without breaking any rules. I want to talk about, first off, they say never repeat a post. How many times have you sitting up there and said, well, I'm going to repeat this, I got this post, but I can't use the same post twice. No, you can use the same post as many times as you want to. You know what I'm saying? If you want to use the post 15, 20 times, hey, Pastor Lacey, what's going on with you right now, my brother? I hear you, I see you. Pastor, drop your link to your website or to your church. I want to definitely let folks know all about you. And we're talking about the rules to crush it and still make it in the game. Pastor Lacey, you there? Pastor Lacey. There's a lag on this thing, so I'm hearing myself, and then I'm trying to figure out what's taking me so long to see myself. Let me see if I can hear myself on here. Lag on this thing. There we go. All right. Lacey. Hey man, what's up, Doc? Okay, I'm gonna have to use this right here because I'm having a hard time on the this ring thing over here. So I'm gonna turn this off so that I can definitely just help us out and get this stuff correct. All right, Pass, we're gonna talk. What we're talking about is how you can still crush it on social media and still make a name for yourself and still get out there and not have to change a lot of things that you're doing. Kawana's up here. Hey, Arthur J, what's going on, baby girl? I hear you watching. I see your face. Trying to stay true to the game now. First thing I want to talk about, guys, is repeating every post. A lot of people say, well, you got to repeat it. You can't repeat every post. When you put a post up on Instagram, on YouTube, or on any of these other ones, that's the only time anyone's going to see it. Well, you can't do that. Ain't that right, Pastor Lacey? You have the opportunity to get out there, and you got too many people reading, too many people wanting fresh, new information, but they never saw the last one. There's so many people on social media who haven't seen your last 30 posts. And you know, folks don't like to scroll backwards. They only scroll forward. So they're not going to scroll back to see what you did last. They're just waiting for the new information. They're waiting to see what goes on top. Arthur J, what you got going on, baby girl? I understand you just won yourself an award, if I'm not mistaken. So tell us about it. Drop your website. We really definitely want you guys to drop your website if you're on here, because we want you definitely folks to know what you're doing. But Arthur J, we know you and your husband, y'all got something going on that's really popular, really popping. We know the pastor of the church got something going on. I see the likes. I know the love is there. But guys, we're talking about you don't have to repeat a post. Number two, you don't have to be grammatically correct. You know, I mean, we're not talking about splitting. We're not talking about misspelling or anything. We're talking about sometimes the colloquialism is good, so they know what you're saying when you're doing your post. Right now I got Arthur J. I have the hardest time pronouncing your last name. I have a hard time pronouncing it, but I know what it is right here. Thank you. So if you want to get out there, you don't have to be grammatically correct. You just have to speak into a language that people can understand you. You know what I'm talking about? So it doesn't necessarily have to be what everybody else is doing. Hey there, Arthur. Thank you. JW. Okay, so it's ArthurJW.com. Got it. Another rule that I want to give you is hashtags. Everybody thinks you got to have 500 and 600 hashtags. Well, you don't. The most important thing is hashtags are good. Okay, don't get me wrong. Hashtags are a central part of the language of the internet, and the little suckers can, they can point you to different things. But free yourself from the pressure to always include one. If you're trying into a larger dialogue, hashtag it. If you're talking about a book and have a specific hashtag, use it, like Arthur JW. But in general, Arthur J, I'm talking to you when I say this. In general, you can engage with your fans originally, organically, and not use a hashtag. Too often when there's not clear the hashtag connection, then we try to be witty and plug in some crazy hashtags. Sometimes it works, but sometimes it doesn't. What's more important than a hashtag? Well, it's a direct link to purchase that book. If I'm not mistaken, Arthur J, don't you got a book out there right now? Yeah, Arthur JW got a book. Another thing, develop a plan and stick to it. Now, if you want to crush it on the internet, if you want to be popular on the internet, you don't have to stick to the plan that everybody else is sticking to. What you have to do is be yourself and do what you do best. Another thing that I want to let you know is people think that, well, Jay, you know, for example, that there are so many different Facebook platforms, YouTube platforms, all these social media out there, and a lot of people think, well, I gotta dominate every last one. I gotta be hot on the gram, and then I gotta be hot on Facebook, and I gotta be hot on Twitter. You ain't gotta do all that. Pastor Eric Lacey's on here. It's y'all read that Facebook, True Love Child Care. Oh, that's all right. You got that child care going on, Pastor. The thing about it is you don't have to be dominating on every platform there is in social media. Just get one and dominate that. There are enough people on social media that you can get one platform, dominate, make all the money in the world, and won't nobody even know you're out on these other platforms, and you'll still be doing okay. Ain't that right, Pastor Lacey, with the child care going? Y'all check out True Love Child Care if you get the opportunity to. But guys, I'm asking you right now, help me out. I gotta slow it down because I've been trying to get people to understand. $5 a month. That's all it takes. It's $5 a month to support me on Patreon. That's all it takes. $5 a month to support me on Patreon. Just go to www.patreon.com / It's in the bottom. Read the bottom. Read the bottom. It's www.patreon.com CE Andrews. $5 a month, guys. It'll help out so much. You know how it is. It's hard to get up there. It's hard to hold the grass down. It's hard for us to lead the way. Arthur J., you wrote that book. You know what I'm talking about. I read some of it. It's hard to lead the way. Pass, you know what I'm talking about. Standing in front of that lectern every Sunday. It is hard to read. It's hard to get people's understanding that, look, you got to be the catalyst. You got to start something. There are too many of us out there that don't start anything. We sit there and we wait for somebody else to start it, and then we follow through on it. Oh, we don't. Okay, here's another thing on your social media, on your social network. Somebody says you got to respond to every comment. Arthur J. W, this one's for you. You do not have to respond to every comment. Now, don't get me wrong. When you're first starting out, when you're first getting it out there, yeah, because you want to be personal with the people. You want to talk to them. You want them to know that you're reading and that you're listening. But Arthur, when you get up to 50, 60,000 people on your Facebook, oh, dang, we're going to claim that. When you get up to 70,000 on this and 80,000 on that, you can't read every comment. I know a guy who has 1 million subscribers, and on one video, he'll get 159,000 comments. You can't do that. You can't read them all. So read as many as you can. But the ones you do read, make them personal. Now, if you want to crush it, the bottom line to all this is, I can do social media. I can make my church big. I can make my book big. I can make my child care situation big. And all I have to do is just be personal. Be true to what's going on. Don't lie to the people. Don't live a lie. And that's really the hardest part of social media. People think that they have to live a lie. I don't even need to read this anymore. I can just tell you. Guys, too many people in social media are living a lie. They're saying they're doing good. They're saying they got it going on, and they're broke. They're struggling. And then they're not really doing what it takes to make it because they think it's all going to come naturally, and it doesn't. Being a marketer, doing this, you're going to fail a lot. You're gonna run on the road. You're going to run the rabbit on the road a lot. Guys, you have got to stick to it. J-Dub, I see you and your husband out there plugging away. I see y'all hitting people with the Facebook post, letting them know we're going to be on at such and such a time, and we're going to be talking about this, and we have all these sensational topics and things of that nature. That's all good, and that's all gravy, and it hallelujah to you. But I got to tell you, if you do stop, they're going to forget you. If you stop and give it one breath, the internet is like, how can I put this? Pastor Lacey, you can agree with me on this, I know. The internet is kind of like a bad girlfriend, a horrible girlfriend. As long as you're showing her attention, she's with you. But the minute you let that girlfriend or you turn your back, that girlfriend's gonna cheat on you, and that's the internet. And the girlfriend's gonna cheat on you, and she's gonna ignore you. She's not gonna call you back. She's not gonna engage with you. And that's the thing about the internet. The internet doesn't engage unless you make it engage, unless you get in there and do something with it. And Pastor knows what I'm talking about. He's got a whole congregation. Sometimes they come to church like, well, yeah, you know, I came to church because I came to praise the Lord. Oh, Pastor, that was a great sermon. And I guarantee if you ask them, half of them won't know what you said. Because they're filled by the emotion. They're not filled by the information. And that's what's happening with a lot of black churches right now. There's not good, I would say there's not good teaching, but the teaching is not the bad part. It's the understanding. It's the comprehension. It's the ability to apply that information. And it's the same with the internet. What's up, Terrence Repeaters? What's going on, Doc? That's a good man right there. Good comedy brother of mine. Love him to death. But when you have a good understanding between the two people, see, they talk about church all the time. They say church, well, it's about the membership. No, it's not about membership. It's about relationship. That's why Pastor knows all of he knows all of the people that come to church. He knows when Sister Johnson ain't there. And he knows when Sister Henderson didn't show up. He knows what's going wrong when the child is fidgeting and acting crazy and won't sit down for Sunday school. Because he has a relationship with him. And that's what you got to get. 25% of the information will be retained. 25% of what you say, out of 100%, 25% they're going to remember. So you have to make that 25% so important that they never, ever forget it. That 25% has to go inside their brain and stay there. Look, I think about you, Jay, when I think about how you were at that meeting, and you guys were on that panel and you were speaking, and I don't think you had married to your husband at that time. I think you guys had almost were getting ready to get married. And like 3 or 4 days later, one of the ladies that were on the panel died, committed suicide or something of that nature. I don't know what happened. But how much of that information was retained from her? How much of that information did she give out and you remembered? Because someone could come out and ask you later, what was she talking about? I don't know. When you get on the social media, when you want to crush it, personality is the thing. When you want to crush it, it's not all about sensationalism, because there is enough sensationalism out there. Okay, she was murdered. Good God Almighty. There is enough sensationalism out there, guys. This is a prime example, Arthur. There is enough sensationalism out there that you ain't got to make it up. All you got to do is talk about it. Talk about the real. Be personal about what's really going on, and you will crush social media. You will dominate it. I can give you a case in point. Today, what did we find out? That R.Kelly was more than just a singer. He more than just peed on little girls. He had his own sex dungeon. He had his own sex slaves that traveled around with him that he punished and treated badly. See, we don't have to be sensational about life. Life is sensational on its own. How could R. Kelly sit up there and keep these 14 and 15 and 13 little girls and everybody still loves the guy? Man, I don't get it. Sensationalism is out there. We don't have to make it up. Just talk about it. Pastor Lacey, there's some things going on like in China. Pastor Lacey, you heard about it. In China, the Chinese government said we're going to eliminate the pictures of Winnie the Pooh because folks say it looked like the president of China. It looked like. So we're just going to eliminate it. No, they just made it. Every time someone say the president of China, they're going to think Winnie the Pooh now. That's just the way it is. Oh, did I lose myself? Oh, lose yourself. So one of the things about that we have to understand is that, okay, all right, okay, I'm on it, we on it. Okay, wait a minute, I see somebody else on there. Guys, the things that we have to remember when we're in social media is that the audience loves you, but they only love you while you're on. Now, when you really get them to want you, is to look for you when you're not there. When they start talking to you and emailing you and asking you questions when you ain't there, that's when you start to crush it. But the only way you got to that point is you became personal with the audience. It's just like church. Pastor's just like church. You know all of your constituents. You know all of the people at the church. Jay, you pretty much know everybody who bought your book. Devontae, what's up, Devontae? Devontae Hill is here. Now, I don't know if you guys know Devontae, but Devontae works for, if I'm not mistaken, he is a videographer and he's a storyteller of film and movies. Good guy, smart guy, very intelligent young man. Devontae, we're talking about the pressure points and how to stay strong in the social media. Now, Jay, like she said, she knows all the people who bought her book, or pretty much all the people who bought her book. She became more than associates with them, but she became knowledgeable of who they are. And I think that's real important. You got to know what's going on. Michael Duncans is watching. Is that Michael? Michael, what you doing? Watch. Ain't you supposed to be at work? I ain't going to get into that. Devontae's watching. Mike's watching. Guys, we're talking about how to crush it in social media. How to really, really make an impact on Twitter. How to make an impact on Facebook, Instagram. How to really be a social media giant. And one of the things that we were discussing is, first off, you don't have to be sensational. It's going to be there without it. We're talking about R. Kelly and how just his lifestyle alone is sensational, and how the R. Kelly situation, you don't have to make any of that up. Because I'm going to tell you the truth. Pastor, I need you to chime in with me and give me an amen on this. Truth is what? I can't hear you. Try it again. Truth is what? Try it again, Pastor. Truth is stranger than fiction. I'm going to tell you, there's some things going on in this world today. You don't have to look for the truth, or you don't have to look for fiction. Truth is there. Arthur J. Dub said, there is such a thing as too much interaction. Well, is there such a thing as too much interaction? Yeah, there is a such thing as too much interaction. When you're interacting with one person, when you're interacting by yourself, but the medium is so big that once you get an audience, and once you become personal with that audience, they can't get enough of you. They want to see you once, twice a day. They want to see you with 1 or 2 channels. They want to see you because they have what's it called, Pass? They have started to live their lives vicariously through you. Nothing's going on in their life, Jay. Uncle Jay, nothing's going on, so they're living their lives to see what you're doing. But you have to make your life a personal thing with them. Like, guys, here's what we're going to do. And after a while, they become part of the family. So, no, I would say no interaction. There's never too much interaction. There's only too much interaction when you're not personal, or when you're not showing love, or when you're not doing what it takes. Good point. I love you too. Yeah, you have to, showing the interaction, if you're good at it, they're going to want to see more. It's just like a song. How many times on the radio station have they played that same daggone song? They play the same song on the radio so much, I don't even watch it. I don't even listen to the radio no more. Because I know good and well, this song's going to come up every hour. Every hour and a half, you're going to hear the same song. And you switch to another station, they're going to play the same song. Because they know that song is popular. And when you're popular, they want to see as much as they can of you. And the internet makes that available. So, yeah, there's no such thing as too much interaction. Only when you're bad. Guys, if you get the opportunity, please go on www.patreon.com/CE Andrews. That's me. $5 a month is all I'm asking. $1 a week. If you can put $1 a week into the Patreon, then I can continue doing this on a daily basis and start giving out some good information. That would make me so. I know Jay says she's already going to do it, and I thank you. If you're my first one, trust me, I'm going to shout you out every chance I get. And I'm going to put you on, you're going to be in all the credits of all the stuff that I do, Jay. I'm talking to you too, Pastor Lacey. I would love for you to go on there and do, look, I got 3 people on there, 3 or 4 people. Man, I'm going to treat y'all like y'all 4,000. I really am, because if you're on the internet, you're literally sitting in a room talking to yourself thinking everybody's watching. You might have 2 people on. And it bothers me when you got 2 or 3 people on. Guys, I think we've talked about this enough. I think the first thing that we do is stay personal, stay true to what you do on social media, and you will crush it. You can do whatever you want to do. All you have to do is just be personal at it. You don't have to make up stories. You don't have to lie. You don't have to cheat. You don't have to steal. All you got to do is just show real life, because real life is crazy. And real life is the thing that everybody wants. Truthfully, they want real life. That's why there are all these reality shows out there. Tens of thousands of reality shows out there, from the internet to cable to regular television. There are thousands of reality shows, because what do people really want? They want the real, but they want it in such a way that it's in bite-sized pieces. They don't want 3-4 hours of it. They want it in bite-sized pieces. You can't binge watch reality. After that, you just be sick of seeing it. Guys, I'm getting out of here. Wait. How much do you think that how much does money have to do with it? I thank you, Pastor, for the support. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate the support. I'm gonna go on Patreon right now. How much does money have to do with it, Jay? Money has a lot to do with it when people start seeing the money. I'm gonna give you an example of something that I saw the other day. I was watching a television show, and I was watching a television show, and it was those guys who go into your backyard. They go into your backyard, and what are those? Help me out, guys. They go in your backyard and they find treasures and stuff like that. What's that called? Pickers, American Pickers. Yeah, I was watching the show on American Pickers, and this is going to lead to your point. How much does money have to do with it? Well, I was watching American Pickers. Now, American Pickers, they went into this man's backyard. There wasn't nothing in his backyard that he wanted. Everything there was trash. Zero. But they found this little bitty sign underneath, and they said, well, we'll give you $500 for the sign. And now everything else in his backyard they found, it was worth $30, $40, $50, $60, $70, $100 bills. Why? Because money got involved. When money gets involved, it changes people. Well, no. Let me change that. Money does not change you. Money, Pastor, I need your help on this one. Money does not change you. Why? What happens? Money, only thing money does, it accentuates what you already are. If If you're a jerk with $2, you're a jerk with $20. You're a jerk with $20,000. You're just a jerk. If you're a nice guy with no money, whether you're eating, at the Hilton or eating at Hungry Man, you're still who you are. Money just accentuates who you already have been all along. So no, Jay, money. All money does is just blow up what you are, so that people can really see. And sometimes it's good. The Lord lets you have money. Sometimes the Lord lets you get rich, so other people can see your mistakes. That's really weird. The Lord lets you get wealthy, so other people can see your faults, because they didn't see those faults when you were broke. I know this guy right now who had some friends when he was broke. The man was struggling every single solitary day. Now that he got a little cash, he ain't got no friends, because he was a jerk, and they didn't realize that because they was all struggling together. So I keep saying I'm gonna get out of here. I need you guys to drop your website. Pastor, want that hit that link for the daycare one more time if you can. I'd appreciate that. And Jay, if you can just do the website. Jay, do your website for your book, because I definitely want everybody to know about it. Okay, all right, you got it. I want to see it on the comments, though. I want to see your comments out there. Pastor, I want to see your comments out there for the daycare center. Anybody else is out there, Devontae, you got a website coming up, let me know. You guys, if you get the opportunity to, go on Facebook and become a part of what's going on. Go on Patreon and support me. Like this. When I get this on YouTube, like it, share it, do what you got to do. Guys, the most important thing we all know is to keep God first in everything that you do. Well, here it is. Broke. Say it again, Dr. J-Dub. Broke is a what? Broke is a character builder. Man. The scars that you get on your body when they beat him with those 9 cat of 9 tails, that brought character to him. It made you understand what he walked. Oh Lord, I done start preaching. Let me stop now. Character builder. Oh God Almighty. Okay, here we go. www.tlchumble.org. tlchumble.org. Yeah, please, I keep thinking about it. Seriously. Yeah, you are serious and you are correct. I got to put this phone down, or else I keep reading your comments and be commenting on your comment. We'll be on here 2 hours. Guys, I think I need you to come down. Thank you, Jay, on the JW. Hey, if you guys are in the neighborhood, come on down. We're at 2320. So let me put this in here. Let me write this in here. 2323 South Voss Road. 2323 South Voss Road, Houston, Texas. 77057, Suite 638. This is it right here. I'm putting it on. That's it right there. That's your official invitation. If you're ever in the neighborhood around 6:30, 6:45, come on through, be on the show, be a part of what we're talking about. Okay, guys? I love you, and I want you to keep God first. That's the main thing that we do. Pastor Lacey. Oh, you can come tomorrow, JW. Come on in tomorrow. You and the hubs. Come on through. Yeah, we love to talk, especially if you're one of my Patreon supporters. Come on through. You too, Pass. Talk about the daycare. Talk about the church. Talk about what's going on. This is what we do. We're supposed to brighten and enlighten the community. We got to be the light that shines. We can't let it be under a bushel. We got to put it out there, guys. We got to put it out there. So if you're ever in the neighborhood, stop on through. I can't wait. I need you, baby. But we start at 7. All right? Let me know you're coming. And I'll be waiting for you. I'll keep the light on, as they say. All right, guys, I'm getting out of here, Pastor. I'm getting out of here, J-Dub. Anybody else who's on here, I thank you. I appreciate you. And keep God first in all that you do, and he will bless you continuously, abundantly, more than you can think or ask, by the power that works. I'm trying to get this. Now I'm trying to get offline. I can't get off. Okay, yeah, I know how. I love you guys. Peace.